Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm Turtle and today we are going over the new Sims 4 expansion trailer that just dropped. The expansion pack is called Growing Together and I will read you the description in a minute. First, I just want to say I really appreciate all of my friends who have been watching my videos and supporting me in, my YouTube whatever this is called. And yeah, I haven't been video making for long, but I just wanted to thank everybody for coming in, dropping a like, watching the video. It really makes me, it really helps. It makes me feel, kind of important. But now we're going to move on from all that sappy crap. Just forget I said it. And we're going to move on to actually going over the trailer, which I have playing currently right now. And you might notice, I didn't do a video on them, but you might notice the infants that you see right there on that baby mat. Infants are a new life stage coming to The Sims 4 in March 14th to be exact. And then 2 days later, this expansion pack will come out, which is very exciting. And I'm just gonna read what I have here for the pack, and then I'm going to go over the things I noticed and the things I liked from the trailer. So, The Sims 4 Growing Together description. Strengthen family bonds, form friendships or enmities, and discover your true self with The Sims 4 Growing Together expansion pack. The way your Sims form relationships with other Sims, from family members to new acquaintances, is now more diverse and deeper. Both planned events like slumber parties and unexpected milestones like a midlife crisis impact your Sims and their relationships. In these videos, they don't really show off the new relationship system, but it does mention later in this that there's going to be an attraction system, and I'm wondering if it'll be like likes and dislikes, where you can pick what your Sim's attracted to and all that, or if they just decide that as they go through the game. And as far as slumber parties and other events go, from this trailer, you can definitely see the slumber parties, which I'll get to in a minute, because one of the things that came with slumber parties is killing me, because I've been looking forward to it for ages. And there's also a scene where you can see like a family reunion going on, and there's a scene where it's what looks like a baby shower, which is really exciting, because I know a lot of people have been looking for baby showers and ways to celebrate your Sim's pregnancy. I know I have. I've just been using dinner parties. And they just don't hit the same way, because nobody brings gifts to a dinner party. Moving on, I'm going to read another thing from this article. Long-lasting impact. I think this is the thing that talks about the attraction system. No, this is something else. Important decisions and milestones help define your Sim's personality. Unlock and change personality traits throughout Sims' lives when going through a midlife crisis, new family members move in, and more. Finding yourself is a lifelong experience. Now for that, what I'm going to talk about now, I'm not finding the words. I just started recording this on a whim, like literally 5 minutes ago. It was just like, you know what, I'm going to record today, screw it. What I think is going to go with that paragraph there, I think they're going to bring memories back. I know I didn't play Sims 2, but I know from what people have told me that in Sims 2 they had memories, that kind of gives me the memory vibe, which will be really cool. And I think it'll add a lot of good gameplay to this pack, which will be really exciting, because like the past couple of expansions we've gotten haven't really had a lot of. Well, I say last couple of expansions. High school years didn't have a lot of gameplay, in my opinion. That was, I don't know how to describe it. But you know what I mean. So, the way this is looking, it's going to have a lot of cool gameplay you can do. And it looks like it's going to have something for everybody. Infants, toddlers, children, adults, and elders. because it kind of looked like in the beginning that they were at like a retirement center. Although I'm not really sure. I don't know how I feel about sending my elderly Sims to a retirement center where they can die alone. That makes me feel very sad. Moving on to social dynamics. Sometimes Sims just fit together like a pot to a matching lid. Your Sim can meet another Sim at a party with whom they have instant chemistry, or who they despise at first sight. Your Sim now has preferences that determine which Sims they are compatible with and which encounters can result in becoming enemies. Now that one right there, your Sim now has preferences. That makes me think that there will be something like the likes and dislikes that your Sim can put into, like in Create a Sim. I feel like that's something you can, do. Crap. But, I'll move on in 1 second. Just give me a minute. Moving on from, social dynamics and attraction, the rest of it, sounds pretty cool. I think they might add, like, some first impression, sentiments. Like, whether your Sim has a good first impression of someone or whether they have a bad one. I know there are some mods that add those already, but having it already in the game for people who can't get mods, such as people on console or PlayStation, is going to be really nice. And I play with a couple mods in my game, but I try not to have too many because my PC sucks and doesn't like having a lot of stuff in it. So I just prefer not. That's why you don't see me use a lot of custom content. I have eyelashes, a skin overlay, and that's it. Moving on. Family bond. Relationships between related Sims are more meaningful and complex. As they move through life together, they will experience both dramatic and bonding moments that impact the family dynamics and family member relationships. I'm hoping this means that the family tree is going to be more dynamic and it's going to have more, what's the word? Like diversity in it. Because currently, you can't really see, like, all the aunts, uncles, grandparents, cousins and all that in the family tree. And I'm hoping what this means is we'll get more, in the family tree so you can see who all's related so you don't end up actually accidentally inbreeding your Sims during a generations type challenge. Perfect for families. Located at a bay, San Sequoia once was a small fishing village that has developed into a vibrant city. Here you'll find quiet suburbs, a bustling recreation center, a tight-knit community, and an influential family, the Robleses. I hope I pronounced that right, but we're going to move on from that. San Sequoia is 100% based on San Francisco. I've never been there, but I recognize the bridge, Anyone who's from America recognizes that bridge. But we're going to move on from talking about all that, and we're going to talk about the stuff that's actually in the pack. Right now I want to talk about sleeping bags, which is something I've been asking for ages, and I'm so glad we have them, and I'm so glad they're not just for children. I'm glad we have, like, adult sleeping bags. That's going to make my runaway teen challenge so much easier, because they won't have to save up for a frickin' tent. Which I might do that challenge soon. But moving on, you can also see here, specifically here, that kid was learning how to ride a bike. Kids can't ride bikes in The Sims yet, so this is going to be, like, really cool to have children's Sims being able to ride bikes and obviously be able to lose their teeth and give them to the Tooth Fairy. And also, if you didn't notice, there's also a little, like, papoose thing the dad was wearing carrying the baby on his back. And I think that's going to be a great addition because you won't have to hold the baby while you're walking around. You can just have him on your back and do whatever you need to do. Which is really cool. I'm hoping that it's like that for all things. Like, you can cook while you got the baby on your back. You can, like, go for a jog, whatever. And don't even get me started on the cast items. I mean, it just looks so good. Like, I see a lot of sweaters. I see a lot of, obviously, infant stuff. I see a lot of hoodies. It just looks like comfortable clothes is going to be what this pack's about. And I love when my Sims look comfortable, honestly. Actually, there's a In one of the other, like, sequences, there was a red dress worn by a grandma, and it had, like, a little collar on it. It was definitely giving me, like, 50s, 60s vibes, which I love. I love those kind of dresses. And also, it looks like they're going to be adding a lot more either birthmarks, vitiligo, and freckles, which is going to be really awesome because birthmarks and vitiligo are two things we don't have in the game yet, but we definitely need. Especially birthmarks, because it's... I mean, some people have birthmarks that, you know, in real life as, like, adults and stuff. I don't know how I'm explaining this. It's really weird. But they showed off birthmarks in the infants trailer as well. So hopefully we'll get them for adults and not just infants. We're approaching the end of this video, so I better wrap it up. Anyway, I'm really excited for this pack, and I'm going to try to get it when it comes out. I'm going to try to pre-order it. And I'll definitely do a showcase of all the items, all the cast and build items. I might build a little house for somebody. I might do a little create a sim. And I might do, like, a let's play with this pack, which will be really fun. Give me some ideas of what you think I should do. Should I start with, like, a young couple just moved in? Should I start with two parents who already have a bunch of kids? Should I start with a single parent with a bunch of kids? What do you want to see? And I'll do it. I'll just do it. There will be a video, of course, of me going over infants when they come out, which will be 2 days before the expansion comes out. So there'll be 2 videos that week. I know it's not for like a month, but there'll be 2 videos. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Like, subscribe. Goodbye.